everybody thought it'd be. Lionel Messi, 5 goals, leading the Golden Boot race. And here comes Mbappe, here comes Erling Haaland, and here comes Vini Jr. all tied with 4 behind him. He's proving now that he is where he should be, among the world's best. This is what the best players do. The best players in the world pick the biggest platforms to come up and show up, and this is what he's doing. A goal in consecutive games, all 3 games, and when Rafinha goes down, there needs to be a leader to step up. Neymar's coming back, but this is Vinny's team. This is Vinny's team now, and that's what he's showing everybody. So I couldn't be happier that we're seeing the Vini Jr. that we saw a few years ago that was, for my money, Ballon d'Or over Rodri. We're seeing him now in the World Cup, and Carlo Ancelotti's going to need it. Vini Jr., this is the Vini Jr. you want to see after a very difficult 2 years at Real Madrid, where many in the press were turning a narrative of Vinny's the bad apple. You know,
we have amazing players here. We've got Vini Jr, we've got Cunha, Bruno Guimaraes with 2 assists, but plus we have Neymar as well on the bench, just in case. They have a really great team. They know how to play. A bit more calm team as this back and forth, rely on the players. I think they have to control more the emotion of the game, and they are doing plus the games, you know.
Revered by the players on the field. All right, the undisputed star is that man right there, Vinnie Jr. But then you have Neymar coming in, and to be fair, Brazil did the work in order to give Neymar the opportunity to come on the field. The place is...
They give that goal to your best player with 4 goals right now in the competition with a couple of assists as Vinicius Jr. You know, so speaking about stars, Vinicius has been tremendous for this Brazil. They were questioning him, you know, so much, but then, yeah, the man of the night, I think, no, the return of Neymar.
Yeah, that is an unbelievable bonus for Brazil. Not only to have won this game so comfortably 3-0, Vini scored 2 again, and then Cunha, of course, their strikers scoring goals, which is a fantastic thing for any football team. But to have Neymar coming on playing nearly 20 minutes, have that in his legs now, this Brazil team is just getting better and better. From we watched them in the first game against Morocco until today, the improvement is there to see for everyone.
What we do know is that Brazil have topped the group. For Scotland, though, it's a waiting game. They've got to wait now until all of these last group stage games are done on Saturday to find out whether they've got a place in the knockout stages. So I think it's time to say a prayer to those football gods.
Jules, thank you. So with 2 goals from Vini Jr, Brazil, they move on as the top seed from Group C. They cruise into the round of 32 with their 2nd straight 3-0 win.
Brazil now. Vini Jr. once again coming up big, Jurgen, for Brazil. 3 man-of-the-match performances, scoring in all 3 group games for Brazil. This is what we wanted to see from someone who really has to be the X-factor for Carlo Ancelotti.
Yeah, we all hope that Brazil, step by step, will get into this tournament. I mean, they started with a tie, obviously, and nobody was really happy and said, okay, they struggle a bit. But no, I said in the beginning, it's okay if you tie the first game. And then they took care of business. And now, I think with that performance today against Scotland, even if it's not the best Scottish side now, but they still had a lot to play for. You know, they wanted to go further. They wanted at least, you know, a closer result than 3-0. I mean, they gave him a gift away, like right in the beginning, that Vinicius then took and said, okay, 1-0 after 6 or 7 minutes. But throughout the game, you could see that this team is maturing. You could see that step by step they're clicking. And there's something growing with that Brazilian team. And obviously, it's not by coincidence that at the end, in the last 15-20 minutes, a certain Neymar comes on as well. You know, and plays his part. It doesn't do much, but he's back. He's back, which is a big message, you know, after 3 years, you know, after the horrible injury that he had. So I think Brazil is on a good track. I think now we take them a little bit more serious than in the first game. Overall, it's what we expected, that they win that group. And obviously, Morocco looks sharp as well in that group, which we also knew from the last World.
Talking about Vinicius Jr. for a moment, Steve. He's scoring again. He's scored in every group stage match so far. First one, as we say, was a gift. The second one, good header at the far post. Looks lively, started with confidence. And again, Carlo Ancelotti getting the best out of him. Certainly when you compare what he was like before Ancelotti and now with him.
Well, there's only one thing we've all been saying is Vinny doesn't defend. But the first goal, Absolutely. He closes the ball down and he starts defending from the front. So he's kind of rubbed it in our face today because he was the one that's initiated it. He's the one that's gone and closed down. The one thing that we say he doesn't do and hasn't done. And I guess on the face of it, you have to say it's the Ancelotti factor.
Yeah.
Well, he's the talisman now, isn't he?
He is the focal point.
Yeah, he's the guy. He's the guy back in Brazil that if it goes wrong, he's going to get the most.
100%.
So it's kind of it's moved around from player to player, and the last one was Neymar.
Yeah.
Now it's Vinicius Jr. And yeah, I mean, this is his platform to go and show, and he loves it, doesn't he?
Absolutely. I suppose
it's where he thrives.
If you're going to be a star, this is where you're going to shine.
And again, Stevie said, look, it's there's a bunch of teams in this tournament that we're all talking about. They're going to go a long way, but we really don't know much about them, or as much as we should do, because of the teams they've played against.
Yes.
So I heard Ian Dark, our colleague, was going to score a goal. It has to be something special.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The opening goal obviously was just a complete gift.
Somebody's got to put one in the top corner, or it's got to be a fantastic bit of skill. McKenna has just a horrible touch for the first goal, and Vinicius Jr. pounced on it. They're not very good at trying to do what they were doing, which is play out from the back.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
What have you made of Brazil so far, Stevie?
I think it's very difficult to really nail down what they're all about. The Morocco game was disappointing, but it was the first game, and they didn't get beat. You obviously expect them to beat Haiti and Scotland, which they've done comfortably. So I think it's very difficult to judge them. I would say that I see Brazil as I did before a ball was kicked. I think questionably they have problems in the middle of the park. I'm not sure Paquetá and Casemiro are the answer against better sides. But yeah, they can only beat who's in front of them today. They deserve to beat Scotland. Probably should have been more. But as Craig said, it was helped along by basically giving them a start.
And you looked at when Neymar came on, there was a lot of excitement in the crowd, and I'm sure back in Brazil about this iconic player being in the squad and eventually coming on. But boy, I think if you're João Pedro or one or two others that didn't make the squad, and you're looking at that guy saying this is just a sentimental pick, because I know he's not had much game time, but he just looked so sluggish and off the pace, and as if it passed him by. So if you have to go to him in the latter stages of the tournament, that's going to be the big question. Is can he come on? Can he actually come on and influence a game against better players? Which he even struggled when he came on against the Scotland team. So that for me. I know Thiago's there. I know Cunha can play up front. I know Hendrick's there. But these are inexperienced players at that level. And I think the one thing you're going to have to do in this tournament, if you're going to go all the way, is go to your bench for game changers. And it looked to me as if that was nothing more than just a sentimental pick putting him in.
They said he couldn't handle the pressure of the iconic yellow shirt. They said he was only a club player, a product of the Real Madrid system who would freeze when the entire nation of Brazil looked to him for answers. But tonight in Miami, Vinicius Jr. didn't just answer his critics, he completely shattered their narrative. With an absolute masterclass brace against a resilient Scotland side, Vinny put on a dazzling display of pace, pressure, and pure lethal precision to guide Brazil to a dominant 3-0 victory and secure the top spot in Group C. A clinical finish inside 7 minutes, followed by a thunderous, perfectly timed header right before the break, leaving the opposition defence completely stranded. And let's talk about history, because what we are witnessing right now is legendary. With 4 goals in just 3 games, Vinicius Jr has done what no Brazilian forward has achieved in 24 years. He is the first player to score in every single World Cup group stage match for the Seleção since the iconic duo of Ronaldo Nazario and Rivaldo back in 2002. Think about that name, Ronaldo Fenomeno. That is the elite bracket Vinny just forced his way into. The global media and football icons are absolutely stunned. Pundits who doubted Carlo Ancelotti's tactical setup are watching in silence as Vini rockets directly into the Golden Boot race alongside Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland. In the post-match mix zone, the confidence was beaming. This isn't just a purple patch, it's a player claiming his throne on the world's absolute biggest stage. The haters talked about the missing consistency, they talked about the ghosts of past tournaments, but the numbers and the historical records don't lie. When the stakes are at their ultimate highest, a true superstar steps up, silences the stadium, and leaves the doubters with absolutely nothing left to say. If you believe Vinicius Jr is the dangerous, unstoppable force that will bring the 6-star home for Brazil, hit that like button right now. Smash that subscribe button for more high-impact tactical match breakdowns and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Is Vini Jr currently the best player in the world? Let me know and I will see you in the next video.